Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Dizzy Gillespie. It's your boy Gertis.
It's your girl Jay.
Hey, we back with another video for y'all. So, hey, stay tuned. We're gonna jump straight into it. What's up, baby?
Everything's good. How you doing?
I'm good.
So the internet has been going crazy about this nut, TD McNutt,
Yeah.
which we've named him 239.
To
We'll
God
tell
be the
you why
glory.
in a second. To God be the glory. Um, for those who don't know about it, I guess you're under a rock, but it's about this bishop that apparently has a whole lot of victims of SA, and there's this one particular little boy. There's some videos about it, and the boy went to school, was cutting up,
Right.
and he said to his teachers at school that he's being essayed and physically abused or whatever.
Right.
He was locked up back in December, but then in February he made the little boy go live and apologize to everybody. I guess to us, to the world, right?
Right.
And it sparked a lot of outrage and a lot of questions. And we went and we watched the video and some others. And this fool just kept saying, "To God be the glory." And in watching the video, I wrote some notes and my husband did accounting. And in that hour and 12 minutes, he said, "To God be the glory."
239 times.
239 times, okay? And about 20 to 25 minutes of that taping, other people were talking. So he'd have probably said another 100.
Yo, trying to tell you.
But that's the lighter part of it. The heavier part is I have notes on both sides of things that I saw. But I don't know. I don't even know where to start. This is like so crazy. So I guess to start from the beginning
Yeah, we
or
can.
the end or somewhere. So okay, in my opinion, right?
Right.
Something's happened to this little boy. And I'm not gonna mention the little boy's name. I
Right.
think like his name has been mentioned a little bit too much. I think it should be on the parents and the adults, but he's a child. So I'm not gonna mention his name.
Right.
But I believe something happened to him.
Absolutely.
Because one, he was adopted, I believe, at 11 years old. TD McNutt is his cousin's. Is his cousin. So why wasn't he allowed to stay with his parents? Right. So that was one question that I had. Right. And then the behaviors that they said he exhibited in school, touching other children's body parts and cursing people out and running away and stuff like that. That's not a childish narcissistic, as he calls him, or the wolf. That's what he said. Like when you or he's not the victim. He's the, you know what I mean. The predator. That's the best way to put it. Right. Children learn that's a learned behavior.
Yeah, especially at that age.
Right, that's a learned behavior. And then another, not that you say about his age, they're saying he's 16, going on 17 or 15, going on 16. That baby look like he's 9.
Mm-hmm. He don't even look like he that old.
Yeah, so it's just a couple of questions that are very alarming. That apology we caught on to some notes of things and that you pointed out. You want to talk on those, babe?
Yeah, it was just crazy. How my first problem was like, why would you go live to embarrass this baby? You know, if you want to discipline him or correct him on a subject as touchy as this, it should have been done off camera.
Correct.
But not only you got him on camera, you can tell by the child's body language, he's already uncomfortable being next to him, moving his fingers around, scratching the inner part of his palm, like not barely looking at the camera. His body language says one thing when he speak, and then his body language says a different thing when the mom speak.
Correct.
You know, and then you got this other child, you bring in the camera to speak, but the way he speaks is like it was rehearsed or it was written down. Like y'all prompted him to speak.
And just to jump in real quick, for such a heavy subject, he was a little too jovial.
Yeah, he was joking.
Not
joking about a lot of stuff.
The one made to apologize, the one that was his brother, I believe.
Yeah,
he was just a little too happy for as heavy as what was going on. But continue.
Right. That was the thing. Like he was just smiling but praising the father a little too much. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because if my brother going through something, it's not gonna be a joking matter.
Right.
Because I'm gonna be trying to get, yo, what you mean? What happened? You know, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Even with the McNutt, he say certain things and laughing, but this ain't no laughing matter.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get too deep into it.
Yeah, you know, it was a lot of things like you say, he was digging his hands into his palm. He was like, first it was like this, but then he just started digging, right, in his hand. When he was apologizing, that was one thing that we noticed. We felt like it was staged.
Yes.
Then he said stupid things like, "Oh, this boy don't like pain, so he can't be suicidal." And I'm like,
right.
There's other ways to take yourself out without it being painful. Right? So he was saying like little stupid things like that. Or and even after all of this, we still love you. And it's like,
he the victim.
Right.
You making it seem like he victimized you.
Right. So, and then he was like, "Oh, we feed you, we give you the best, we clothe you." As a parent, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't get brownie points for feeding your kids. That's your job.
Exactly.
That comes with the title.
What they say? You had me.
You had me.
I'm your child.
Right? So it was just a lot of things that was alarming. And he was talking about, we go to all the expensive. Oh, no, I'm not going to say expensive. I'm going to say opulent. Child, bye. You said what you wanted to say. You gave it validity by the price that you paid.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And you're saying, well, because they eat the best of the best and they eat shrimp and lobster and steak and all this, is that supposed to compensate for the abuse? And let's say, for argument's sake, you did not. Okay, whatever. Even though you have mugshot after mugshot after mugshot after mugshot, baby.
After mugshot.
If it walk like a duck, it talk like a duck, it quack like a duck, it's a duck. But I'm not the judge, right? So I'm going to play devil's advocate as I always do and go on the other side. Let's say, for argument's sake, it's not what it seems. And the child is, what we do know is there's something happening to this child, right? So let's say he's confused, right? The little boy is confused on who is abusing him. Right. That's fine. Because it does happen, right? Yeah. If it was someone else in the church or whatever the case may be, and he was younger and it could be confusing, I don't know. I'm just saying, right? Let's say, for argument's sake, he has the wrong abuser. We do know something happened to him. Yes. So instead of you making him a villain and dehumanizing him, right, and embarrassing him, right, and not caring about his feelings, try to figure out what is the problem. Where is it coming from? Mm-hmm. If it's not me, I'm not going to throw my hands up and just say it's a problem. Right. I'm going to want to know what the issue is and where it's coming from if I truly love this child. Yeah. So, for instance, if my child comes to me and say, "Mom, I've been abused." Boy, bye, you ain't been no abused. Get out of my face. Nah, I've been abused. Boy, the third time, okay, wait a minute. Why are you saying you've been abused? Right. And then he'll say, "Well, such and such." And then I'll say, "What do you mean such and such?" And then that's the dialogue, right? Yeah. And if even if he says such and such, and I don't think it's such and such, I'm going to talk to such and such. Yeah. And then I'm going to continue on and just think about that time in his life. Right. When that happened, and everyone that came in contact with him that fits the profile of what he thinks or explains, I'm going to have a conversation. I'm not going to come right out and be like, "When you was around my child, did you see, is there anything that alarmed you?" Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm going to get to the bottom.
Fast, not slow.
Beneath the surface. That's how low to the bottom I'm going to get.
Underneath.
About it. So I'm not understanding what are they covering up. because they're covering up something.
Yeah.
Because he even said it happened since December 3rd, but he hid it from his family. It's not. I think the video was done February 7th. I'm checking one of my many notes. Yeah, February 7th. That's December 3rd to February 7th. That's 2 months and 4 days.
So you hid this from your family for 2 months, but you didn't do anything.
And he was in jail.
And even the people, who was it that he said still think he did something? Was it the prosecutor?
No, the social worker.
He like the social worker still think I did something.
Told him over that I know he's going back home and I did something, but this is where I feel the justice system or the system failed this little boy. Okay, we know there's a problem. Yeah. Curse out the cops. He's running around school,
lashing
screaming,
out.
I don't want to go back home. I'm gonna run away. He was searching up uns. Mm-hmm. Pew pew pew. It's 22. He was searching up uns. Mm-hmm. There's a problem. Yeah. So this is what I would do if I was in that position, right? And it was said that he was locked up. If you don't have proof to lock him up, we know there's a problem. Mm-hmm. And if the people at his home is saying he doesn't have a problem, and he needs to be spanked, and he needs to write sentences, and he needs to do push-ups, that's not working. Mm-hmm. I will remove him. Yep. So I will either put him in a foster home that I know for a fact is a safe foster home, because I know foster homes are not always the best, right? Or find a family member so far removed to take him, but I would not put him back in that same environment.
Absolutely not.
And then because you can't really lock him up without proof, right? Right. So then, while I do my investigations, I wouldn't put him back in that home. Right. And they said that he couldn't have contact with him for up to 60 days. I don't think that's enough. And then they're saying other victims are coming out. Mm-hmm. So
they said a lot more came
Then
out.
They said, allegedly he got locked up again. I don't know how true this is, but I just feel like if someone is in a situation and it's causing them to behave badly, don't put them back there. Right. Try to find the best place for them, but I wouldn't put him back in his care.
No, absolutely not.
And until I got to the bottom of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, he came out saying what happened to him, mm-hmm. and he's lashing out. He's showing out at school, running away, cursing out police. Like, the signs are there that he's troubled. Right. So instead of trying to make the situation worse by embarrass him socially, mm-hmm. y'all should be able to try to get him help privately. Right. Not you, because you're the person he's accusing, but his mother's right there. She should be, okay, I'm going to take you to a therapist. Or I'm going to get with your father. We're going to have a meeting and take you to a therapist, family therapist together. Right. And because it's a reason that you're saying this. Mm-hmm. But don't ignore it. Right. Be like, oh, he's a liar. Right. Most 10 times out of 10, when a child says something, it's because they ain't seen it or that it happened to them. Right. It's not just because. Right. Kids are taught to lie. They aren't born to lie. Right. That's why the Bible says out of the mouth of babes. Yeah. And like you said something about the social thing, right? Yeah. I know we shouldn't care about this part, but we need to care about this part. Right. This child is going to grow up to be an adult. His name and face is plastered everywhere. Everywhere. His business is plastered everywhere. When he said something to the effect of, we have to protect you from people and protect people from you. Do you know what that carries? When he goes to a job, when he goes to a workplace, I said that when he goes to school, mm-hmm. if he goes away to college, you know how many opportunities he could lose because of that? Mm-hmm. Even if he does have a problem, I'm not saying sweep it under the rug, but get him help. That's not what you do with a child. Because whatever gets on the internet, it's an internet stain. There's no erasing it. It's there forever. So I think he feels like, well, I'm embarrassed, so my life is ruined. I'm gonna ruin yours. You call him a manipulator. I wonder where he gets it from.
You call him a narcissist. I wonder where he gets it from. You say he lies and expect to get away with it. I wonder where he gets it from. It's a learned behavior from somewhere because you have a rap sheet and a rap record or whatever you want to call it from I believe Illinois. It's like 4 to 5 pictures of him, and then he moved down to Florida, which I don't even know. Whatever. And sidebar, but not sidebar. This is why people run from the church. Like church abuse, people say you're the church, ecclesia, you know what I mean? And no. Like, yes, ecclesia. Yes, we are the church. Yes, we are body of Christ. Yes, yes, and yes. Some people are not that well read. Some people don't understand the word. Some people don't understand what a church is, right? The worship place is called a church for some people, and that's fine, right?
Right.
As long as you're praising God, it is what it is, right? As long as you understand, right?
That's why I love this one.
But if they believe the church is the church, and I'm talking about the building, the worship center, the gathering place, the fellowship hall, whatever you want to call it, when people exhibit these behaviors, this is why people run from God. Because they don't equate it to these pastors, these bishops, these ministers, these leaders are humans. They believe because you're supposed to be, you know what I mean, set apart. You're supposed to be removed. You're supposed to work differently.
Right.
That you're closer to God. You have more access to God, which is a whole nother conversation. But now you're put on a pedestal. You're supposed to be looked up to. You're supposed to be leading, not one, but many. So when they fail you, then they inadvertently it goes to God failed you. So they're taking on these positions and then they're doing these things and then they're abusing these positions. If you want to do that, I'm not saying it's fine, but leave God out of it.
Please.
Like, be who you are and be a monster, but don't. But see, they abuse what people want, which is to go to the land of milk and honey when they transition and they cross over. You know what I mean? The new heaven, a new earth. And they manipulate it and they abuse. And they don't just start from the top. When I say the top, I mean the elders. They do it to the baby. How you sitting up there on a Sunday and a Wednesday and you praying for people and going to the church and the sick and shut in, and then you playing with these children?
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
God don't bless no mess.
Ain't no way. And then you get up there and instead of trying to get this baby help, you put him on Front Street to try to make this child feel like he crazy. And then you wonder why he acting out. Ain't no way. Ain't no. And the mama, they should be called the McNutt. The mama ain't no, but she's sitting there.
Oh, not the face.
We love you. We love you, and I'm here for you. We'll be there. It's not words, it's actions.
Yeah.
Be there. Remove him. Listen, pastor. Listen, bishop. I understand, but you know what? There's something. It's bigger than me. And it's bigger than you.
Yep.
And you say he's anointed. Well, then it's bigger than anyone sitting here. It's about getting better. You say the devil's attacking him. It's bigger than that. So you know what? If this is a place that's an attack for him, and this is causing him to not be of God, I got to move him.
Yep. Fast, not slow.
I got to move him for his soul. I got to move him for his sanity. Yep. I got to move him because I need him to stay in line with God. So it's not working here. It may not be you, but it's something. So I got to move him to get him to somewhere where he can be a vessel and do what he needs to do. And in order for me to do that, I got to get him to help. I got to get him to therapy. I get him talking to somebody. I got to let him let it off his chest. I got to figure out where it's coming from. But you won't let me. So that's why I feel like, because anybody that want to keep something secret, a lot of secrets ain't good. Unless you're hiding a proposal or you're pregnant to surprise your significant other, or you wait that 3 month through the first trimester because all that nonsense. Those are only good secrets, right? But when you want to cover up a kid being hurt, it makes me question.
Yeah.
It makes me question.
Especially as a parent.
And I really wonder if something happened before 11 when he took custody of him, and he knew it, and he just want to use that to his, because it's been happening.
Yep.
It's like when you go get a tattoo. If you're under 18, or you got a tattoo already, I could tattoo you up. But if you're under 18, your parents got the sign. But once you got a piercing and tattoo under 18, they continue to pierce and tattoo you.
Yeah.
So for him, it's kind of like, well, they already essayed you. Might as well keep the train going. Dude, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy. I want to line them all up. Slap every last one.
I know.
You could listen.
See,
because what the Bible said, if your hand causes you to cheat, cause you to sin, cut it off.
Yep.
There's a lot of body parts he needs cut off.
That's why I love this woman. Can we be here? Because when she jumped straight into that, I was just thinking that about the church, because you have a position in the house of God, but a lot of people use that to their advantage. You know, they use their position in the church because you holy, because you sanctified, because you're anointed. Just because you're those things don't mean it's from God. The devil was an angel too. So just because you go to church every Sunday, you pray and you preach amazing sermons, don't mean you getting the word that you're receiving from God. Like they say, when you're on the phone with God, the devil always tapping in on the phone. So just because you say you of God don't mean you really of God. Because if you of God and you know the word of God, then you will walk the walk that you need to walk to follow the steps that God has laid out for you. And that ain't it. You can't stand in the pulpit, give a sermon, and then go home and do sinful things. God is a forgiving God, but He's not going to keep forgiving for the same thing over and over again. And there's certain things He's not going to forgive. And there's certain things that you should know as a man of God that is not acceptable in the eyes of God. Like, these are babies. These are babies. Innocent. I'm trying to watch my words because I'm heated on the inside because these are babies, innocent.
And I know this don't got nothing to do with it, but why it got to be? Why? Be your own people.
Yeah,
they ain't my people, but you know what I mean when I'm saying be your own people. It's just like, dude. First we had, I'm not mad, the Juicy skit. Yeah. Pointing out what's being done. Right. In the church. By now here you go, the booty bandit. The tickle monster. The nut. Put an S on it. You might as well call him the Squirty McNutt. Like, and I'm not being funny, but I'm just like, yo, dude. It's just so disappointing. It's just like, I don't know, whatever. But that's a learned behavior. Maybe somebody, if it's him, right, allegedly, you know what I mean? Did somebody do it to him? You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, if you're a victim, go get you some help too. Absolutely. But they say there's other victims that's come out. One guy said that he ran from him and he had to, like, I don't know if he had to move states or whatever, change his number or something, because he kept on his neck. On his neck. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was weird. And he was telling him some stuff and he started questioning him. So it really, I don't know what it was, but he said that he put up a picture of himself and he said the other guy, but he'll let the other guy come out on his own. Right. Which I respect. Yeah. Because that's not your not story to tell. Even though it's part of the story, right. That's not like, that's somebody else's story. That's for them to come out about, because we're coming out with stuff like that. It's a lot of pressure. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Once they hit the internet, that's it. It doesn't go nowhere. You could delete it off your page, but it's there. Yeah. So I respect him for that. But at the end of the day, I just listen. I'm not God. I don't know all and I don't see them. Right. So I'm not gonna say who did what. Right. what I am going to say is something happened to that child.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that they need to do a deep dive.
Yes.
And go over and beyond in protecting this child, because if you are a social worker, you're saying he did something, but yet you still release him. And God forbid that child takes his own life or takes somebody else's life, his blood is on your hands as well.
Yeah.
Because you
he already told you, you send me back home, I'm running away. He told you.
And the cops gonna talk about lay in front of the door.
Yeah, the mother laid in front of the door so he couldn't leave.
So and do whatever you can to get him back in the house. Who are these officers? Who are these people? I don't understand. I don't listen. Disappointing.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
I pray he get the help he needs.
Yeah. And but what I do appreciate is just the strong support for him, and everybody's just like, yo, this is the social worker's number, this is the city's number, this is this number. People are speaking out about it. So hopefully sooner than later, because what's gonna happen is because he went on there and making an apology saying he was told or advised to apologize. So he's really not sorry. He not. About the tickle video, and that's another thing. Yeah. I ain't never tickled my child in those boxes.
Then he didn't even have on boxes. He had on underwear.
Underoos.
Whitey tighties. Like.
And he tickling him and the mother,
the mother on one side, he on the other side, and he tapping him on the butt. One, you're not even his biological father tapping him on the butt. For two, you shouldn't be doing it because my youngest son is 20, about to be 21. I never laid in the bed with him naked. I never laid him in the bed with him with nothing but a shirt, underwear on. My son always had on pajamas, and that's just weird. Even with the picture, you see the picture, he in the family picture, he got his hand on each one of their waists. It's not even on their back or around them or hug. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. No, sorry, or hugging them. In the picture, you see his hands on their waist. Was already suspect.
So one time I tapped my child's behind. It was when I was putting powder and putting the diaper back on, rubbing that in. You rub it on the booty, you know what I mean? And then you put the diaper and you flip it. It was, it was, because sometimes you put powder and it squirt. You gotta, you understand what I'm saying?
Ain't no way.
Look. I don't understand. It's just too many red flags. Too many red flags.
Don't ignore them type of signs.
I'm playing games.
Especially when it come to kids. My son would have had one time to come to me. I don't care if it's true, if it's not true. By 10 o'clock that night, I'ma know something.
The last time I've probably seen my child shirtless, he was 11. And I'm stretching it with 11. Okay? I say 13 at the oldest. But I think it was probably like 9. Okay? He would I'm trying to think. We were in Merlin. Like 12, 11. Dude, when he comes out the bathroom, he has his shirt on. The shirt is kind of wet. His sweatpants, boxers, you know what I mean, shorts, something. I don't even think he had on boxers. I think he had on his basketball. Like, it's just. And we're a very liberal house. I don't hide from my kid. Okay? But he just be like, yeah, nah, sis. We're not on that type of time.
Right.
Let me go in there and call myself, and my child grown, tickle myself. Tickle who? Wedgie what? Put my hand in between his legs. I think that'll be the one and only time that my child will put his hands on me. Let me go trying to tickle my child in between his foot.
Mom, what you doing?
No, it won't be. I think that'll be the one time his reflexes, he will really slap the fire out of me. But what am I doing there? Yeah. As he should. Like, I don't understand. And I'm from the Caribbean. We play a little loosely with our kids, right? And I understand back in the days, we all had, you know, 80s and above, we all had, or 85 and above, we all had a naked picture here or there.
Right.
It was normal. But there's so many sick people and pedophiles out there, you can't have those things anymore. And I get it. But before you have a little cute picture, oh, look how I think she grown. If you don't go put on the towel, whatever, you can't do that now.
Nope.
I get it. I get it. I'm not saying that the protection of these kids is wrong. Right. What I'm saying is you can't do what you used to do unless you know your environment is really that secure.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like back in the days, you get little bubbies, you get little bubbies there. Press. But Bajans call it bubbies. Oh, you get a little bubby. Look at your little buds. You get little bubbies there. You know what I mean? It was a joke. You can't do that now.
No, absolutely not.
You can't do that now. Or like you walking by, look at she there. She got a little bouncy going on. What's going on there? And give you a little slap. You understand what I'm saying? Not now. You can't slap nothing. Because people are weirdos. Weirdos. So I don't even understand. And then you put it on social media. What about happy birthday in the middle of the night? The child sleeping in his underoos, and you up in between his foot like a gynecologist, and she giving him a wedgie like she about to give him a colonic, a colonoscopy. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like I am so highly disappointed. I am so disappointed. Even if, like I said, even if they are not the abusers. Mm-hmm. They are just the cherry on top to what the abuser has done. Yeah. It's just certain things you just don't do. You don't do. You don't play with him like that if he's saying these type of things. Right. You're supposed to have strict lines. You understand what I'm saying? You don't put alcohol there when somebody's an alcoholic. You lock it up in the cabinet. Right. You don't play with nobody ping ping when you know that they have problems with it. And they want to beat them for playing with somebody else's ping ping. Mm-hmm. Like that does not, that, listen. That makes sense. They need to get that child out of there on a serious level. Out of there. It's ridiculous and it's sad. Get him somewhere safe and get him the help he needs. But this house is definitely praying for him. Covering him, praying for him. And you know, God has the final say. You know what I mean? Right. And as crazy as it sounds, it all works together for his good. So I just have faith that, you know, God, something to come out of it. Oh yeah. You know, because God is forever faithful, and He's definitely don't leave or forsake us. Mm-hmm. And He didn't put that child in that situation, but He definitely can take him from it. Absolutely. So that's what we're praying for on this end. I ain't want to talk about this no more because I really just want to fight. I know. The old me want to come out, run down on his mother. Like, are you dumb? Like, I don't understand. So yeah, but no, mom, you know, not my business, but I'm gonna put a pause on this. You got anything else to say, babe? No, I ain't got nothing else to say. We said everything we had to say, but that family definitely in our prayers, and we just hope that God keep His hands around that young man and bless him to get him out of the situation that he in. Yeah. But that being said, it's your girl Jay. It's your boy Gertis. With a Dizzy Gillespie's. Peace.